Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Proceeding Onward in America, POA. My name is Becky, and we are full-time RVers since 2018. And this is going to be our last episode on what to expect while RVing. The baby will be coming soon. We are about 38 weeks coming along, and we're going to start focusing on making sure everything's okay. And I don't want to plan something if the baby comes early. So for tonight, we're just going to sit here, talk about some things. I had an ultrasound doctor's appointment yesterday, talk to you a little bit about all that. And we also have a special guest tonight and a couple other things going on. So can't wait to share all this with you as we go throughout the night and so forth. But before I get going too far, let's say hello to some of the people that are in the chat. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But hey, Darian, how are you doing? Yeah, you're the first one here. So I appreciate you showing up and everything. I hope everything's going well in Canada. And hey, John Chalker, how's Connecticut going? And I'm doing pretty good. We have the baby moving around a lot. Everything's okay so far. And once in a while, I'll be walking and I'll feel it in my hip and so forth. He really favors the right side. And he also likes to show his booty. So if you're playing with him, he likes to stick his booty up. Puts his feet down and presses up. So it's fun. And we also have, yep, Fabian is typing to everybody and so forth. So thank you for joining us and helping out. And as you enter, please hit that like button and so forth. That will really help with the analytics and helping everything get underway for showing this out to more people. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and so forth. Really would appreciate that. And oops. Everything's going good in Canada. Perfect. So that means you guys can hear me. Ha! Appreciate that. And I'm not sure why my phone keeps blinking. Hold on. Make sure I don't have it on something. Yeah, here's our ceiling. Hope you enjoy our ceiling. But yeah, it's really weird. I keep seeing it flash on and off. So I don't know if you guys see that or not. Like it's blinking. Okay. Maybe it's just me. But if you see anything, just let me know. See anything funny? Yeah. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining us. Oh, boy. So before I get going, I'm going to have my little notes here and so forth. I want to mention about tomorrow's video. So even though our live streams are ending, our videos are not ending at this time. So tomorrow we do have a video coming out at 6 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to cover our Escapees membership and how we enrolled in our experiences with it, and some information in case if you're interested in getting a mail forwarding service. We're just focusing on Escapees because that's what we have. But there are many other ones. We do mention a couple in our videos if you want to look into it and so forth. I've done a live stream in the past that gave out a lot of information about the other ones. So I'll have a link up there for that and so forth. And go from there. Is your cell phone battery low? That might be it. In all honesty, I have no idea. I can't see. But I haven't gotten the 20% warning yet. So not too sure. But if you guys can't see it flickering, then we're good. We'll be okay. It could be just another glitch going on with StreamYard and so forth. But yeah, so tomorrow's video is about Escapees and our experiences going through it. Also, if you haven't yet, we do have a membership. If you'd like to become a member, once Junior comes, we're going to do some special things that only members can see. We'll do some live streams and so forth when we're ready. We're not going to do a live stream right away, probably. We got to get used to baby in the house. But we'll have some special content for members only. We do have it for $1.99 a month. If you would like to join, it's next to the subscribe button and so forth. And all the funds go directly right to Junior. So we're going to put it into a savings account for Junior for him, and it'll build up. And when he's old enough, he'll get those funds and be able to use that. So every little bit helps and so forth. So we also have, hey, Brad and Diana from It's About Time Now. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Hope everything's going well with you guys. I think you guys are heading eastward now, or something like that. We'll just have to see what you say. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. Later on, when I do have my guest in, feel free to sit there and type in their name if you have questions for them, or if it's for me. So that way you know who you are talking to. It makes it a lot easier for when we're talking and going through everything. But if you have any questions for us right now, feel free to put it in the chat. I am an open book, pretty much, and so forth. And tonight, I'll say it now in case if anybody wants to put it in now. And if you're watching this on replay, feel free to put it in the comments section down below. What is your guess on when Junior will be born? And also, how much do you think he's going to weigh? And also, how long you think he is? We had a couple people already guess already from a previous live stream, and their dates have gone and passed. So if your date has gone and passed, feel free to type it in there, type your bet in, and the person that gets it right with the right date and as close as possible to the weight and so forth will win a t-shirt from us. And if there's another person that's close and so forth, they will win a tote from us. So some people threw in like the time as well. If you want to put it in the time, that'd be great now. But feel free to put it in the chat. I will write it down. Everybody that's in here, I have not seen. I don't have that lit. All I have is RV Underway, Aloha Conch, KT Spirit, Extraordinary Journey, and then New Horizons. So I have those 5. I'm sure there's another live stream, and I think I had some people guess, and I totally forgot to write it down. But yeah, there's a couple that guessed like September 4th. It's a little past September 4th now, or September 8th and so forth. So we have a couple still in the running for the right time frame-ish. But yeah, feel free to type it in the chat what date. I am supposed to be due September 22nd. And I am currently about 38 weeks now. So if you think I'm going to come early, than the September 22nd date, feel free to type it in. Or if you think I'm going to come on the due date or after the due date, how big you think he is, I will give you a hint. Since you guys are all here. Everybody else won't get this hint. He will be above 7 pounds, more than likely. So don't guess like preemie sizes, because he's no preemie. And the date, Darian's like, the date is the day the water breaks. Absolutely, more than likely. But here's the key thing. Even though your water breaks, you can still be in labor for quite a long time. And what happens if your water breaks at 11:59 on one day, the next day would be there. So don't try doing it on the one you think the water breaks. Because if it's almost midnight, you're going to be here the next day. I sent a guess in already. If it passed the date, can we guess again? Yes, absolutely. Okay. And oops, it jumped. I'm sorry. Our guest will be born tomorrow. Yep, at 5:15 a.m. That won't happen. So yes, I'm glad that you remind me of the date. I don't know what happened to all my notes. Not gonna lie. But yes, feel free to guess again. I wouldn't guess for tomorrow because I'm not in labor right now. And it's my first child. And if we happen to go to the hospital tonight, I don't think it would be that fast of a delivery. as much as I would like it. But do you want to keep the same weight and how long? Let me know. So, hey, Dreaming Out Loud, how are you guys? So we're doing the whole guessing of the weight and so forth. If you put it in a previous chat, I lost it. If you sent it in an email, Fabian tried to find one. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Like our lost footage. We lost a lot of footage for our Yellowstone video last week, but we made it happen. So if you're in the chat now, feel free to type it in. If you had a date that have Oregon Pass, that's fine. Just type in a new one and so forth. And then let's see. Darian says 8 pounds. All right. So Darian, for 8 pounds, but what date? Did you want to stick with what the doctor thinks that's going to happen? That really is a guess in the park? Or do you want a different date? 8 pounds. And so forth. Hey, he's not far off. Just saying. I don't know if you guys can hear me. But yeah, so let me know what dates you want and so forth, how big, and the length. And the first prize is a t-shirt, and the next prize would be a tote. Fast delivery. You're going to try 6 in the morning. Try going in at 6 in the morning and be home by 12 hours later with baby making supper. So, yeah, that'd be cool. That would be very funny. Yeah, and okay, so you want the date the doctor said, so that's September 22nd at 8 pounds. Do you want to guess how long? Most people have been putting around 19 to 22 inches, depending. That's typical, usually for a baby between 19 and 22, give or take. Hopefully he's not much longer than that. We'll see. And the video we have coming out next week is actually lost footage from before we got to the Grand Canyon back in May. Yeah. Well, we have like lost footage, like gone, never going to be able to use again. Something happened to Fabian's phone, and we lost a lot of our footage from Washington all the way up till South Dakota. So that's why our videos have been a little different due to the fact that we lost some of the stuff. But it's okay. It's all good. It happens. And hello, Kenneth Oakes. Thank you for joining us. Understand that you're on your phone. I usually am on my phone on live streams, and half the time I say hi to people and I can't tag them. I don't think they notice I say hi, but it's okay. That fast delivery is actually true. My old neighbors did that. That's awesome. But the question is, was it their first child, or have they had several children before that happened? And you say 22 inches. Okay, perfect. Okay, I put that down. Dreaming Out Loud says the 18th, 9/18 at 8 pounds, 6 ounces, 9:45 a.m. Okay. Oh, that's cool that you got to meet up with Rory and Becky. How are they all doing and everything? That's super cool. Mom says 9/14. She really wants me to come in like 4 days. Okay. 8 pounds, 12 ounces, and 20 inches. Mom really wants her to come early. Wants him to come early. Oh, you want 19 inches. Okay. 19 inches. Got that? It was the first kid? Wow, that's impressive. And John is saying hi to Ken, just in case if Ken's driving and so forth. It's okay. Can we just keep our guests, except you don't think it's going to happen tomorrow? I say the 19th. Okay. Totally can do that. About time now. I'm writing it down with everybody else. Now, that way it's there. September 19th. And sorry, guys. Still want to keep 518 in the morning. 15, sorry. 7 pounds, 8 ounces, 21 inches. Perfect. Did I miss anybody? If you mailed it to them, I haven't talked to Natasha to get all those numbers yet. So if you did, I'm sorry. They were moving today. They are in their new spot where they're at. I don't want to say where they're at because I don't want to go through that. But so I'm going to talk to her later because I know she was super busy today, and I'll make sure I get everybody's guesses from before too. And what I can also do, if I am able to, reach out to those that have guests and the date has passed, I can see about personally emailing them. So that way we can make sure everybody's still in for the fun and so forth. And Megan's water broke at 4 a.m. and delivered at 1:18 p.m. First child. Yes, that could be possible. Very, very possible. Unfortunately. So I'll talk a little bit about my ultrasound and the doctor's appointment from yesterday. So yesterday we went, we got to see 2 midwives. One was in training and so forth. And Fabian was with me. And the lady that was training was trying to figure out where Junior was positioned. So it's hard to explain it, but his back side is up against my right hip. So his head is down in the right position. However, his back is up against my right side, and his legs, so this is kind of weird. So this is my right side. So he's right here, and then he kind of goes this way around with his feet over here on my left side, and he'd kick, and he kicks this way. Sorry, he clicks to the left. So he's positioned this way, up and down. So since he is in that position, babies, once they get ready to deliver, they only rotate counterclockwise. So due to the fact that he's on my right side, he has to make like a 270-degree turn and have his face facing back towards me to be able to have the optimal position to be delivered. So since he has to turn 270 degrees, instead of just the 90 degrees if he was on my left side, like most babies, it's going to be a lot of labor. There'll be a lot of back labor as well, as I was doing my research and everything. But it doesn't mean that he can't be delivered. Say if he doesn't make that 270, maybe he can only do that 90 for whatever reason. He can still be delivered with his back side against my back side. It just causes more tearing sometimes and more other things that can happen. So that being in mind, it might be a longer labor for me, and just how it is. And I did some research, and they said that usually wherever the egg came from, like it came from your right ovary, apparently that's where the baby hangs out at. So if the baby came from the left ovary, it'd be on the left side. It makes it for an easier pregnancy later on. So if I can find some way of finding out what ovary is producing an egg for the next time we're ever going to have a child, I'm going to be like, all right, this is the pregnancy that we get pregnant on. So that way it comes on the left side. It makes it easier. I don't think that's possible. But if it is, that'd be great. My friend's kid was born 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Take a guess where they stopped on the way to the hospital for a drink. Oh, I would totally stop at Sonic or McDonald's. Wait, you're in Canada. You don't have Sonic. So I'm going to have to guess McDonald's or Burger King. Or if they're getting coffee, is it Tim Hortons? Tom Hortons?
Yeah.
Tim
Hortons.
Tim Hortons. But I don't think you'd be drinking coffee before birth. You can, I guess. So my first came out facing up, back labored happened. Mm-hmm. So I might be feeling the same. No tears here. Oh, that's good to know. That's really good to know. I've been sitting on my exercise ball a lot more, trying to help him push down and try and do some other things and so forth. So, yeah, that's awesome. Good for you. Yeah. Yeah, strong. Really strong. Look at the numbers, Becky. Look at the numbers. 7-Eleven. Ah! Ah! That is funny. So, so they stopped on the way to the hospital, and then the baby was born at 7-Eleven, or was born. They stopped at 7-Eleven. They have a 7-Eleven-pound baby. So that was coincidence, or did they go to the have the baby? Then after they're coming home from the hospital, stopped at 7-Eleven. That's a good question right there. But that is hysterical either way. Never thought of it. It would have been really funny if he was born on 7-Eleven, where they give out free slushies at 7-Eleven on July 11th. I had to think of what month it was. Weighing 7-Eleven. That'd be a lot of 7-Elevens. Yeah, that'd be insane. But yeah, so the doctor's appointment went well. The midwife and everything, she's able to see where the baby is positioned at. We did the measurements, and I measured for 39 weeks, even though I'm 38 weeks in like 2 days. So we may come a little bit earlier than the due date. We may not. But the baby is big. So because the baby is big, the measurements are a little bit off. So even though it says 39, because he's a big boy, we still may come late. It's all up in the air. It mostly comes down to how much my body can probably handle. that's what it comes down to, and that's what I feel. Yeah, we ragged them for stopping at a store on the way to the hospital. So they stopped at a 7-Eleven. They had a 7-Eleven kid. That's funny. um, the baby was born 2 weeks early in November. Oh, okay. That'd have been funny if it was 11-7 then. Just the reciprocal. That'd be really good. All these little funny things. But speaking of 11, and we have a lot of 11s going on right now. Today is September 11th, and I do want to take a moment of silence for all those that that have perished due to what happened 20 years ago, as well as everything that has been going on since then, and everything that is continuing to still go on, even though we are no longer there. So if we could just take a couple minutes of silence for those firefighters, for the policemen, for the workers, for the military, and everybody else that was there helping them. That'd be grateful. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it. As most of you guys know, I am in the Navy Reserves. So military is very special to my heart. There's a lot of things that have happened, definitely with helicopters crashing, and his suicide awareness is actually this month as well. And like a whole bunch of things happen that you see on the news. And yes, the military is human. We are going to make the same mistakes. We're going to have accidents. We're going to have the same feelings of other people when things are going bad or good. So just keep the military in your thoughts at this time. Definitely those that were over in Afghanistan trying to help for something. I know a lot of them that were over there are struggling right now with what's happening. And I know there's a lot of families hurting today and so forth. So just keep them in the prayers for tonight. Really appreciate it. But besides all that, let's switch gears and so forth. Does anybody have any questions for me before we get going a little bit more? Like I said, I do have a guest for tonight. This person has traveled a long, long distance it's going to be in person and not over the computer. Well, they'll be here next to me. So over the computer to you. But yeah, I don't have any special intro for today because this person is so special. And since they're here anyways, they don't need it. But they're amazing. But any words of encouragement for my special guest as we transition into parenthood for Fabian and I. And this is their first time having to deal with Fabian and I being a parent. I really appreciate any words of encouragement. Definitely, since we're full-time RVers, it's not a normal lifestyle where you can always see the grandbaby and so forth. Yeah. So in a couple of seconds, they will come on over and I'll read this message from John real quick. And I'm going to also maneuver over to my right so they can come in. May have to adjust the camera. We'll get there. But congratulations and thank you for your service. Oh, thank you. We know you are in the Navy. We love you all and are praying for you. Praying for you, your friend. Thank you, John. Really appreciate it. And also, I do get promoted October 1st to commander, by the way. So a lot of big changes happening. But here is my special guest. Yes. Oops, wrong direction. So everybody, this is my mom.
Hi.
So this is Lori Manser, the one that you always see in the chat. And everyone's like, "Hi, Lori," and she's just like, "Hi." So let me know if you can hear her okay. I'm the one wearing a mic, so I know I'm a little bit louder and I might muffle her out by accident. So if you have trouble hearing her, just let me know. I see thumbs up from Fabian. I don't think all three of us can fit over here, but we might later on. We're going to keep Jag out of here for right now. He was trying to talk earlier, but he's just making sure Mama's okay and everything. He has been very attentive of me lately. He'll sit there and he'll watch me. He's being closer to me. He's licking the belly more often. So he's being more like watching Mom. So Fabian's like, any day now, it's gonna happen. And Fabian's hoping any day now because I can tell you that my hormones have been crazy. And he's just like, all right, I know it's just you. And you're hormonal right now. But yeah, so we have Brad and Diana. I believe it's Diana here tonight. Saying hello to Mom.
Hello, Diana.
Yep, and new grandma to be. And yes, indeed, she actually has her lovely shirt on. If you guys saw our Easter surprise or our announcement to the, oh gosh, this is not happening. Okay, there we go. There we go. Promoted to grandma. All right. Everything's different. Everything's backwards. It's kind of weird. It's like this is my right hand, right? But when I put it over there, I don't know. It's different. It looks different. We're watching the different. Looks like your sister.
Thank you.
Well, she is my mom. So yep. And Darian says hello.
Hello.
And then of course Fabian saying hi.
Hi, Fabian.
And okay, perfect. And here and so forth. A round of applause for my mother. Yay! We're doing round. Oh, here comes Jag.
Jag's coming to see.
It's okay, love.
It's okay, Jaggy.
So.
Hi. Hi, buddy.
Yeah. So here's our third person for the night. There you go. Everybody loves Jag. He's just checking everything out. There you go.
He wanted the applause for himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry about this camera issue. Okay. So I'm going to try. Jag. Thanks, buddy. Love you. He's going to chonk on that bone.
Where's your phone?
No.
Oh.
Hey,
Go
Jack.
see Daddy.
Go see Daddy, please. And thank you.
Go see Daddy with your phone.
Welcome. Welcome to this lovely live stream. It is life. Mom forgot that you can hear every chonk that he does. And I would put him outside, but however, since the sun is setting earlier, it is dark outside, and we don't want him outside right now, and so forth. So, and apparently, RV Underway is having premiere tonight as well. So, after we're all done with our live stream, feel free to check out his premiere. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So there's that. Bet you are planning meals already. So Mom came with a bunch of food, and a lot of it's in the freezer. So that's going to be mom's thing to do while we're at the hospital. Because I don't want to prep up too much food, because right now we have so much food in the freezer, we're barely holding it in the freezer. And then if we try prepping on top of all the food that's there, it's not all going to fit. So we'll eat what we can while we're here, and then while Fabi and I are gone, she can make some meal preps if she'd like.
Okay.
Give her something to do besides watching Jag.
And going for walks.
And going for walks and feeding them and so forth.
Yep.
So for the appointment, or when we arrived to the hospital and so forth, since COVID is still happening and it's actually going higher, and I'm delivering in the military hospital, we can only have one person at a time now. We can't have any visitors. So Mom has come to take care of Jag and so forth, because you can be in a hospital for one day. You can be in a hospital up to 4 to 5 days. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Baby kicking.
Yeah, he's moving. He's moving a little bit. So yeah, and I have to take up more of the couch because I can't sit a certain way anymore because the baby's too big. Oh, you have Timmy's in Canada. So he does have Timmy's Horton. I think it is. Okay, perfect. That goes back to that. And there's your round of applause, by the way. And so glad that you're here. And so
I am too.
Yeah. Yeah, she is too. So it was about 12 to 13 hour drive, give or take. Grandma is kind of here-ish too, but she is up visiting her sister until the baby comes. And so forth. So, yep. We have family that will be coming down and visiting and so forth. Fabian's mom will come at a later date and go from there. Do you guys have any questions for Mom? Let me know. Any suggestions for us? I know moms are great to help with meals. Yes. Right now she's helping a lot with dishes. So she's learning where everything is in the camper. So that's good. She's learning what Jag's plans are for morning and dinner for his food plan. Because we do things a little bit different. We don't really use a canned food anymore. We do have some in stock just in case. But we actually give him chicken with some vegetables mixed in with his dry food and his medicine. So she's learning that routine and everything. So I don't have to worry about pushing a baby out and telling Mom, he needs 2 of these meds. And then don't worry, sis. We got you. We can hear you. 5 by 5, 4, 10 fours. We can hear you loud and clear. Thank you. Appreciate it. Any help is fantastic. Absolutely. And she took Jag for a walk today. So I'm not sure if Fabian showed her exactly where all the trash cans and all that were in the park.
I saw quite a few of them.
You saw quite a few of them?
Yep.
We'll have a test later.
Okay.
We'll do a test. Multiple guests. Where are they all at?
If I have to, I'll just go in the bathroom and toss one in there.
Yeah, that could work too. Yep. The length of stay depends on how the delivery goes. Absolutely. And if you deliver natural, it's a lot quicker than if you have a C-section. Yep. Absolutely. And on top of labor and how far you get dilated, and yeah, so much is put into it. It's not like the movies. Yep. Granted, Granted, like I said a couple weeks ago, my friend, low pressure systems can actually help, and full moons with delivering babies. So full moon with the hurricane that came through, his wife made it to the lobby, and then the baby just came out, and he caught the baby like in his hands. He just caught the baby. He's just like, oh, okay, here it is. So I mean, some labors are a little bit easier than others, and there's some that go for days. Mom, do you want to share your
Oh,
experience?
well, yeah, I was a little upset because I was in the delivery room trying to have her, and a lady came in, and she was in the room next to me, and within 2 hours she pushed out her baby. And I was there 12 hours trying to push out her. But yeah, I was a little upset at that point, but I won't go into all the details with her. But yeah,
Well, I know all the details. She won't go all the details with you all.
yeah,
Because you don't need to know all the other stuff.
no, you don't. But yeah, I did get upset at the person that came in, and I'm like, this is not fair. I've been here longer than her, and she already has her baby. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But my sister could just push them right out, and not me.
Yeah. Yep. There are some people that come a lot earlier or a lot easier.
Yep.
And it's just like with pregnancy, when you look at pregnant women too, we're all built differently. So yes, I am huge. I am a whale. And my friend, that was my maid of honor, is actually due next week. And she is cute as a button. She has a cute little belly, like the natural like littleness and everything. And I'm just like, I look like I have 3 kids compared to your 1 kid. But I'm like, it is what it is. And you can't be jealous. Like, what's going to happen and so forth. I mean, yeah, you can have those moments like, I wish it was me that looked like that. Or, yeah, I would love for 2 hours and be done.
Yeah.
But we also don't know prior to that how much they were at home going through the labor and all that stuff. So even though it was 2 hours in the hospital, it could have been worse outside of it.
Yeah.
So you never know each other's stories. Some people have them in cabs. Some people have them in lobbies.
I mean, I had contractions 2 minutes apart for 12 hours.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm apologizing now, 37 years later, for something I did. I can't control.
Look at full moon on September 20th.
Yo. So, are you changing your dates? You said the 19th. You're impressed with the military rank. Thank you so much. Yeah, been in for 15 years now. So, very excited. I'm beyond the moon on that. Literally beyond the moon on the full moon. Yeah. If you expect the baby to be clean when born, guess again. Yeah, it's not clean at all. Not at all. So we are going to have our stand up. So I have the stand that we usually have for recording packed and everything. And we're depending if I'm allowed to deliver in the room. Besides, if I have an epidural with a C-section, I can't. We're not allowed to record there. We can take photos after the baby comes, but we're not allowed to record. But I would love to record Fabian's face when the baby and all this is happening. Because even though photos would be great, recordings get everything. So we might have to get another stand. So that way he has his own little stand. He has his own little stand for what he wants to record, because he wants to record everything down there, which I don't think is going to happen. I know, baby. I know what you're saying. Yes, it's right there. I saw you pointing.
I had both of them out.
Oh, you had that one out for a reason too?
Yes.
I thought that was out due to the fact like you like to sit there and watch your TV shows, so you don't have to hold your phone. Well, we'll put it in the car for later. I appreciate you. You're not going to think of that while I'm like in pain. Sorry, everybody. Welcome. And you're keeping the 19th. Good. Perfect. All right. Make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. All right. Perfect. So I'll keep that there. But yeah. So what do you think, Mom? You never been on a live stream before, have you?
No, I never. Well, I've been in the background before.
Okay,
when
yeah.
you're over at Land Between the Lakes and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're our live audience.
Yes. We were the live audience.
They were doing a round of applause then too. So Grandpa will be here later on. So he still had to work and everything. So he'll be here later and so forth. So you'll see him eventually in time. And Mom's here for now. And yeah.
He'll be here for a few days. I'm going to be here longer.
Yep. So our Fabian and my last time together was on Thursday during the Cowboys and Buccaneers game. We all know how that went. But yeah, so that was our last night together for a long, long time. Because Mom came yesterday. So there's always going to be 3 people living in this house from now on.
Well, now because I can take the baby anytime.
Yes, but you'll take the baby and run and be gone for weeks. But yeah, so our house is, but in general, our house will be with 3 people from now on, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind at all because having Mom here, it's less stress. I told her to wait, but due to the fact of like traffic and all this other stuff, and she's 12 to 13 hours away, for me to start going into labor and be like, Mom, you need to start driving here now, which could be like 11 o'clock at night when she's sleeping. That's not fair. So she can adjust, get used to this house. AKA, she just want to be RVing with us.
Now, great grandma is the one that already had her bags packed and said, we need to go now. She's going to have that baby any day. That's the truth.
Yep. So I think those 2 are a little bit more excited and thinking I'm just going to pop any day.
Grandma was really the one pushing it. We really need to go. She's going to have that baby any day now. Yeah. And you can't be driving down the highway 100 miles an hour going, she's having the baby. She's having the baby. We got to hurry up and get there.
Oh, Fabian's lying. Fabian, you're such a liar.
What did he say?
He said the Cowboys won.
They did not.
They did not. The Buccaneers won. Last couple seconds of the game, they got not field goal. They got their 3 points. 2 seconds left. You never give Tom Brady time to get down the field. That was their mistake. Yeah, it especially is there now. And it sure can happen. Absolutely. I'm glad that full moon is until the 20th, though. And great grandma is about 2 hours from us right now, north. So she's up with her sister, spending some time with her and so forth as we wait for the baby. We have room in here. We do, but it would just too much at once. And she can spend time with her sister, which is good.
Yep. Spend time with her sister and go to church with her, and then they'll come down and visit the baby when the baby's born.
Correct. So,
well, maybe a few days after. Well, not right when. A few days after the baby's born.
When we're out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And home, either that day or the next day, depending on the time. Because it depends what time I get released. We're not going to have Grandma come down here at 8 o'clock at night to come see baby.
Yeah.
So,
and if it's on a Sunday, then no, because they'll be at church.
So it'll all work out. It always does. And he's really moving. Okay. It's how I'm sitting. I'm sorry. And of course, here, why don't we just push this back a little bit more?
There you go.
Because I feel like we're not both being seen. and we're trying to all fit, and you're going to make it go the wrong direction, love, and we're good. I love you. He's still trying to think of figuring out how to do it. We're good. Yeah, that's not too bad. 2 hours is not too bad. Only thing that stinks is they have to go through this tunnel. I am going to do this a little bit though.
Which I'm petrified of tunnels.
Yes, Mom hates tunnels. And it's a pretty long underwater tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you. But we'll see what happens and so
I have
forth.
a fear of them.
A what?
I have a fear of tunnels.
Yes.
Thanks to my brother.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jim. But yeah.
And it could be a above ground tunnel. It's not just the underwater tunnel either.
Yep.
So I feel her. I understand. Good thing about it is the tunnel she has to go through that's underground. It's not like the water's on top of that tunnel. There is layers above it. Because, hello, there's doors. Why would they have doors in the tunnel if it didn't have outer layers?
Yeah.
So they would know something's happening before it get onto the tunnel. So that's one thing that can help ease your mind.
Yep.
Knowing that if it has doors, there's not going to be something there that can hurt you. There's layers.
There's layers.
Yep. Great plan. Yes. Yes, indeed. I can picture Fabian saying, no more kids once in the delivery room. I don't know. We'll see what he says. We'll see what he says. And I do not like that bridge tunnel up there. I don't mind it. I only hate it when the traffic is horrible and you're going so slow and people are going fast and slow, slamming on their brakes. That's the only thing I hate, because I'm afraid that once you have a big accident in there, you can't go anywhere and then you're stuck there for hours, and then the carbon dioxide and all that CO2 that can build up in the tunnel, and that's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see, Darian. Yep. So, any more questions? We have about 10 minutes to go, give or take. I do want to also mention Fabian's doing a great cause. He's doing the Great Cycle Challenge.
Oh, and on Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
it's double. They'll match what you donate on Wednesday.
Right. So if you haven't donated yet, make sure that you check out. I have the link down in the description. Check that out. Feel free to donate. If you want to wait till Wednesday, that's perfectly fine. And Great Cycle Challenge will double, or they will match what you all do. So if you put $10, they make it $20. So it's all for the children. Help fight against cancer with the children that are, fighting that right now. So, any names picked yet? Absolutely, yes. Mom, do you know the full name yet, or you just know Junior? Because I just say Junior all the time.
I know his first name and his last name, but I forgot his middle name.
Yeah, Fabian Hernando Archibald Jr. Or Fabian. Why did you call him Fabian? Sound real fancy. Got any great popcorn there, Fabian?
I think JR.
Mom thinks JR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it'd be hard if I'm trying to yell at Fabian. The baby thinks I'm going to be yelling at him by saying Fabian. So we had to distinguish it a little bit. Fabian does like the name JR, but he wants to spell it differently than the normal JR. I just been saying Junior.
Yeah, Junior JR. Yeah.
Yeah. Our RV is called JC. So this might as well just keep going that J. Yeah, this is how Fabian wants to spell it. What are your guys' thought on that?
JC?
No, JR. That's how he wants to spell JR. Oh, and JC, yeah, that's how we spell for our RV.
No.
The W is silent.
No.
Yes, it is.
The W silent, yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing, Barbara? Sorry you missed your premiere. I did tell people to check out your video afterwards, or if they get bored with us, they're more than welcome to go look now. I also saw, I didn't get to see your live stream earlier. Mom and I went to do some errands and so forth. Actually, we had to return some things and so forth. So baby Junior is a little bit bigger than thought. And we received a lot of other things that we received doubles of. So we did do some returning. Not your stuff. No, we still got your stuff. And actually, I don't know if you saw our live stream last week. I showed the baby's room. We're not going to show it right now because Mom has a lot of her stuff in there. But the little doggy that you sent us, I have it right next to the crib. So that way, when we're ready to play with it, he can look at it. So just so you know, we got that. Agree with Grandma. Yeah,
Yeah. No way of spelling it that way.
No. And hey, Ricky from RV Underway. So this is Ricky and then Barbara.
Yep. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Becky's mom.
So they're both from the Navy as well. They're Navy retired.
Okay.
And so forth. Actually, Fabian's the one that was Fabian told you earlier about Ricky and their motorhome and everything. Matilda. So yes. we were talking about you guys earlier. So if your ears are ringing, it was because of Fabian. And this was like early in the day, like afternoon time.
Yes.
Because Mom is thinking about purchasing a
small RV or a van, a conversion van or something. Because even now, traveling here, if you could just pull over and sleep in it to get some sleep, especially if it's just one person driving, it would help.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then if they move from here and go somewhere else, it would be nice.
Yeah.
But I can't get anything big and fancy owning a house right now. And I'm not going to sell the house right now because I have pets. And the pets are not going to travel with me, but they're getting older and someday they'll be gone. But yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple other things going on. Like Matt, he has a great place that he likes working at and so forth right now.
Yeah.
So until he can retire and everything.
Yeah. And like my mom, I'm not going to go travel around with my mom at her age. But when we travel, we usually bring her with us. So I want to make sure, like a van really wouldn't work for the three of us traveling if we, say, had to travel across country. I mean, it'd be perfect for two, but not for three. Correct. So I think a van's out. So a mini, what do they call them? Mini.
Like a Class C or something or
yeah.
Or a motorhome that is big enough for you all.
You're right.
So we'll see what you end up with and everything and what happens in the next year. I'll get something to drink real quick. Sorry.
But yeah. So we've been looking around, trying to see what we can find out there. But we don't want something that costs $100,000 or anything like that.
No. And most RVers, they'll agree with you as well. Like, we don't go out there and try to get the biggest rig. Like, we're full-time RVers. Yes, we do try to get what we can. That's a good price. Yes, Fabian and I paid a pretty penny on this new home. However, it was before it got skyrocketed. They ended up giving us a discount, and we traded in our RV. Yeah. So that helped a lot before everything was.
Yeah, and I mean, since COVID, it's like the prices have gone through the roof.
Absolutely, and people's used ones are costing more than what they used to be because they can make more money off from it.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. John says, "Think you guys are really cool, and your mother looks like she is pretty much honor and dignity and respect."
Well, thank you.
Yep. Oh, and that's them talking to them. Are you going to introduce your mom to Red, White, and Bethune tomorrow? So she's met them, and she's been in a couple of the live chats, actually. Yes. And she was there for the one for the campground that they want to own.
Yes. Yes.
The little cock, I think it was.
Yeah. I would really like to someday go camp at that campground. And actually, there's a restaurant near us that has this great big rooster outside of it. And I took a picture of it and sent it to Becky and told her to send it to
Yep.
them, because that would be perfect to sit at outside at there.
Yep. And I sent it to her, and they got a great laugh out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yep. Yeah, a small class C or B. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe eventually they can move up to a motorhome. Because my grandma and grandpa,
My parents.
her parents, actually started out with a van and then eventually landed up with a motorhome Class A.
Yeah. And that's how, believe it or not, I ended up in Kentucky, because we went across country. I went across country with them and went out to Las Vegas with them. And then we went down and spent a week in Texas. And all I saw was dirt, 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 dirt. And then when we came back through and went up through Kentucky, and I fell in love. We were on the Bluegrass Parkway. It was just so nice and beautiful. And we stayed in Elizabethtown, Kentucky at a campground. And the people that owned that campground was from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And she was still going to college at the Cape. And I got talking to them, and they're like, do you not believe the cost of living down here compared to New England and all that? And that's how we ended up in Kentucky.
Yep. After I graduated from college, she moved down to Kentucky.
Yep.
So, and Matilda is great, still learning where I want things. Absolutely. Here, I'll highlight that one. There you go. Yeah. And we've been in here since October of last year. And we're still trying to find places to put things. So don't worry, don't stress about it. Once you find a spot, then you get something else, and then you'll want to move it again. And then you go back to your original spot and be like, why is this not here? And you're like, oh yeah, I moved it. Where did I move it to? Happens all the time. I blame the baby. And you needed room for Junior. Yes, we did. So Halloween is when we actually got this rig of last year. So we'll do a little review on it eventually. We'll get there. So far behind. Yes, the little cock campground. Yep. So yep. So she does attend the live streams when she can and so forth. Just sometimes life happens. But I'm glad you guys made it all here tonight. We are actually all done, unless if you guys have any quick questions before I pack it up. And we booked Dam Neck for after perfect. Know exactly where that is. Good job. So any quick questions before we head out, type it. Fabian's going to give me a thumbs up if he sees anything at all in the chat, because StreamYard's a little bit slower. He's typing hard over there. I don't think he's listening. Do you see any chats? Perfect. All right. So thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you all.
Here's Mom. Hey. Everybody have a great evening. Have a great Saturday night. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget your guesses.
Yeah, don't forget your guesses. Wait, Barbara, Ricky, I need you to have a new date, because you put September 4th. It's after September 4th. What date do you want the guests now for the baby? I need a new date from you all.
And over 7 pounds.
And they put 7.9 pounds. That's good.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, we will have Ricky or Barbara type in the chat what date they want. And I'm going to close it out, and make sure that you keep proceeding onward in your adventures. Until next time, bye-bye.